What's up guys, it's Derek here. Today we're going to take a look at Li Auto, an EV stock. So in this one today it had an enormous rally, 14.48% that it went up. Even in after hour trading it's up almost 1%. So I wanted to dive in on this one to see what the technicals look like, look at the chart. If you're new to the channel, my name is Derek. I'm a former stockbroker, have a degree in business management, master's degree in analytics, and I'm currently working as a senior data scientist. So if you like this type of content, make sure to smash that subscribe button. That tells me that you want to get more of this content in the future. While you're doing that, make sure to smash the like button, as that tells the YouTube algorithm that this content should reach a larger audience. So let's dive in. Today they closed up 14.48%. Even in after hour trading right now, they're up over a percentage. So these EV stocks have just had an enormous run, especially in the last few weeks. So we're going to analyze this one. We'll keep it short, straight to the point. Just like in my other analyses, what we'll do is read it just like a book from the left to the right. Before we get started, I do want to let you know that the points that I bring out here are for long-term investing. They're not meant for day trading. They're also for educational purposes, as I'm no longer a licensed stockbroker, so just be aware of those things. So let's zoom in on this point. I understand at this point it's like, oh geez, Derek, I can barely see what you're doing. So let's go ahead and zoom in on this point, and then we'll go quickly through it. On the view that I'm looking at is a 1 day, 2 hour increments. Starting back in October, again, we'll go really quick through this. They were trading in a bearish channel. So they're going downward, and then they spiked up, and then they still went down. Then they had a bullish trend up, and then they fell into that bear channel again. So that's what I thought was really interesting about Li stock is, at least historically in the last couple months, it's been falling in these bear channels, but then it spikes up. So again, we're in that bear channel, and then we spike up and have this really bullish push up, and then we fall into a bear channel then we fall into a bull channel, and we're going up now. Today is where we see that enormous leap up. So this is where I'm trying to analyze where you could potentially add to the position or enter as a first time, assuming that this momentum with the EV stocks continues. Do be aware that past performance is no guarantee of future performance, and so I do recommend you invest at your own risk. And again, this is for educational purposes, but assuming that these patterns continue as we've seen it get in a channel, whether it's a bear or a bull, assuming that this is a new channel where we can go up, I would assume that you would be able to get a limit, right, that we don't get a huge jump. I've done analyses on these other ones where you say, hey, here's the support, it breaks out of it without falling in the channel. So be aware these stocks are extremely volatile and have been extremely bullish and could easily jump into a new channel as we saw today. So looking at this one, assuming again that it stays within the channel, if I were personally to put in on Li stock and wanted to add a position, I would put a limit at 43.16, assuming that it hits the bottom of this channel. That might be a little conservative with how aggressive these stocks have been moving upward. So if you wanted to guarantee a position that you would get in, one, you would do a market order because that guarantees execution. If you wanted to be conservative, you could do a limit order. Just be aware a limit order doesn't guarantee execution if it doesn't hit that price or better. Now be mindful, it closed at $43.64, so that's not a huge difference from where we're at. And that makes sense because, let me zoom in on this, these channels are really tight given the little bit of data that we have here. Again, this is only the 2 hours. Now, if we change this, what I personally like to do is look at a day view to be able to get more of a view, but with Li stock, there's just not that much data, guys. So it's hard to be able to see what it's going to be doing with the little amount of data that we do have. So let's move that at least to a 4 hour view from the 2 hour. Even in that view, I still feel like you're really at the bottom of the candle, and that's 43.27. So this is trading really tight. Again, even right now, when we're looking at it in after hours, it's up 71 cents. So this one, EV stocks, they're hard to hold on to and say, hey, this is where you could get in. If you want to guarantee that you get into these stocks, market order does that. Again, the take that I'm looking at is 2+ years. I do believe that these stocks have more room to go. These EV stocks have been on fire. They've been in this incredible bull market. So I'd just be prepared for volatility up and down. I only look at this as a 2+ year position, but I do think that now is a good time to be able to get into EV stocks. Just analyze which ones would be good for your portfolio. But if LI is one that you're looking at to add to your position, I believe that we're in a bullish channel up, and that's where I currently see it today. So guys, thank you so much for the support that you've given me. It motivates me to put more videos out like this. If you'd like to see more of these videos, I recommend that you subscribe. Again, it tells me that you like this content and would like to see more of it. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you next time.